Watching the pros is always fun and entertaining, but actually talking to and listening to the pros, see, that's where you can really learn something. So therefore I decided to gather up some of the best skill tutorials that we've done with the pro players. Let's go. Now first, we have the Frenkie de Jong turn. It's a pretty cool skill, and last time I visited FC Barcelona, I was lucky enough to get to talk to the man himself, Frenkie de Jong. Now, he basically told me that the skill move consists of 3 steps. First, you take a touch to the side, then you do the fake, and finally you turn around to attack the open space. And when doing this skill, it's important to watch the defender, because if he stays and doesn't fall for the fake, you can always just take the touch and go to the same side. Another important part of this skill is to keep your distance, because you don't want to get too close and start a physical fight with them. Just rely on your quick moves to get past them. Then there is the legendary La Croquette, done by a whole lot of very talented players, including one Caroline Graham Hansen. The reason why this skill move is so good is that it's simple and it has a lot of variety. So based on the movement of the opponent, you can either do it normally, you can do it backwards, or you can go to both sides. And training it is also very simple. You just grab a ball, switch it back and forth between your feet. So it's a simple skill, but when it's done perfectly, it's super smooth and super effective. Now, the third skill move on the list is the body feint, done, again, by a lot of players, but which was taught to us by Joao Cancelo. Now, arguably, Cancelo is one of the best fullbacks around, and a part of that is because he's simply so good with the ball when he's attacking. And actually, it was quite interesting to hear from him that the most difficult attackers to defend are those who have good body feints. So you kinda need to learn it. And actually, he gave us a little pro tip as well. Doing a small fake shot is actually effective on the highest level as well, because it's so difficult for us not to flinch. So try to pick that one up as well, guys. Especially if you should ever find yourself face to face with Cancelo. And now the Elastical by Caroline Müller Hansen. This legendary skill move can be quite difficult to nail down with the speed, the movement and the timing, at least getting it right. However, Caroline had some great tips on how to do it. You should pretty much only do the skill move when you are walking, standing or at least running very slowly, because otherwise it's very hard to do. Because it is a pretty difficult skill to nail, and you can't really get the correct movement if you do it at too high of a speed. Now, that leads to a second thing, the body movement. It's important that your touch with the outside of your foot is as far out as you can get it, and that you sell that fake move. This is what will trick your opponent, and make sure that you get some open space on the other side to attack. Now finally, you need to attack the open space with high acceleration. And a little pro tip she gave us is that she actually only practices the skill when walking from one drill to another. And basically, she always makes sure to have a ball at her feet during training sessions, and actually, that's how she learned the Elastical. So finally, we have some tips from der Raumdeuter himself, Thomas Müller, about making attacking runs. First, you need to run a lot. And it's important to do that to always be relevant in the game. See, the play will often shift from side to side, and therefore you need a lot of stamina to always be in the right position and to basically always be around wherever the play is happening. And then he actually gave a pretty specific tip to find some open space. So whenever the ball is out on the wing and you can't find a way through, the ball will often be played back to try and attack in a different way. And whenever this back pass happens, the defenders will most likely move a little bit forward. And that in turn creates space in behind the defenders, which means that you can make that run in behind and get a through ball. So listen to der Raumdeuter, because he knows what he's talking about. So there you have it, guys. 5 pro players sharing some of their favorite skills and tips on how you can improve in a match. Which is your favorite match skill? Well, as always, you should let us know in the comment section right down below. And then, of course, make sure to go over to the link to Unisport to the right if you need new football boots or new football gear. And of course, if you haven't subscribed yet with the notifications on, get to it. Join one of the biggest and best football families here on YouTube. And with those words, I'll be signing off. Cheerio.